Hi, this is a video on the layout for a mobile commerce website. Once you decide to deploy a mobile commerce website through IMS Commerce on your own domain name, you want to have an idea of how the site is actually laid out. All this is actually done for you automatically via IMS Commerce, but I just want to show you how pages are structured and how things work in a functional point of view. So what we'll do is we'll go through each of the pages, and then we'll also go through the actual functionality as well. So what we've got here is this is the mobile commerce website, and I'm actually using FreeMind, which is a mind mapping tool, and I'll put a link down to the at the bottom of this video so you can download that, and I'll also put a link so you can download this particular mind map. So the first thing that we have is the home page. So that's usually the index.html page, and on there you have your logo and some content perhaps and so forth. The next page that you'd have is a ordering page, and that usually has the picture of the product, usually a like a product box shot, and some content explaining what the product's all about. The price, and usually a PayPal button code that you've gone and generated and put onto that particular page. And then once there's a purchase, then that would go to an order thank you page, and on the free version you would have your actual download available to download directly off that page. If it's a PDF, then you can download that directly to your phone and read that using apps such as Goodreader and those sorts of things. The next page you'd have is a contact us page, and on that you'd have a form, and you'd have all the validation on the form to make sure they put in their name and email and anything else that you want. Next page, testimonials. You could have a testimonials page, and that usually has an area where you can select a testimonial, then read each testimonial. Same sort of thing as a frequently asked questions page, and then the other pages that you can have, I've written down here, is additional content pages. And additional content pages are available on the full version, one of them could be, for example, download for free, or some other content page, whatever other content you'd like, apart from the actual set pages. So you could have any number. You can actually have an unlimited number of additional content pages appearing in the navigation bar, or not, or have links to those. So you have a lot of flexibility to set all that up. Then you have what I call ancillary pages, and these are all the pages that you usually need to have when you're selling products, and they're usually required by law, and usually those links go down in the footer, and a lot of these you can actually generate off using templates that we have built into IMS Commerce. You'd need to change a few things such as purchase info, your particular ways of the customer getting their product that they've ordered, also refund policy, how many days that you offer for a guarantee, for example. So you need to change that sort of structure. So these are the actual pages within the website. And now, because this is a mobile, one more thing too, the order page and the order thank you page. I mentioned that you would have the download available on the actual order thank you page. That would be the case on the free version, but on the full version you can pick digital delivery, in the sense that you would have once an order is placed, then you could have the order thank you page could say, now go and check your email, and there's a special link for you to download your product there, and especially if it's software and that sort of thing that only runs on a desktop and not on a phone, then you would instruct the user to go and check their inbox once they're back at their desktop, and other sorts of things like that. and things would be generated such as download links that expire after a certain period of time, and that sort of thing. So that's what I call that's called the front end of the mobile commerce site. And to make a lot of this work, we'd have to have a back end. Now I'll just move this into view. Just excuse me while I move this. Into view. Right, now the back end. Now the back end of the site, we have a thing called instant payment notification. So that's where if you're using PayPal, PayPal will contact this particular piece of code to say that a purchase has been made, and then in that particular code, it will validate whether the right amount's being put in, whether the right payee email address is put in there, and lots of other fraud checks. And so there's a bit of a process in that back end that goes back to PayPal and validates all that. The other thing that you need to look at is downloadable product security. So you can upload an actual product, so a zip file of files or a PDF and that sort of thing, into the site. However, you need to understand where that's going, and that's actually going into a hidden folder, and to keep it secure so that link is not exposed. And there's actual pages in there so that it can validate when the user goes to download the product that the link hasn't expired, and also not to expose the actual true location of that downloadable product. The other thing that happens on the back end is the generation of that download link, and also generation of a buyer email saying such things as, "Thank you very much for purchasing. Your link is here. Your time download link is here, and you can click on this link within a certain period of time so it doesn't expire." Blah blah blah. The other thing that goes on in the back end is contact request processing. So when the contact form on the front end is filled out, then there's the standard an email is sent to the administrator of the website to say that we've just received these contact details, and if you've picked on IMS Commerce to also add it to a mailing list, such as Aweber, then that'll process that and send through requests to Aweber to say that please add this user to their mailing list, to this particular mailing list, usually a leads list, and then a confirmation email will be sent to the user to please confirm to receive more information, and then they're on the actual leads list for mailing and for marketing to upsell the product. The next thing that actually goes on in the background, definitely you don't really need to worry about this at all, but if you weren't using a tool such as IMS Commerce, you would really have to have an actual framework, a mobile website framework, so that the whole website functions smoothly and nicely on an actual mobile phone. jQuery Mobile seems to be is the standard at the moment to develop very high-level commerce sites where corporations will spend tens of thousands of dollars to build a mobile website. IMS Commerce uses jQuery Mobile. You don't actually have to use jQuery Mobile. You can use standard code, but you do end up with a very standard-looking website and not very functional. And the other thing in the back end, of course, is all the images and style sheets and all the other required files that are to process to actually get the site running properly. So the images such as the logos, little icons on the toolbars, lots of images all over the place. The product box shot and so forth. Style sheets. How you want your website to look, colors and all that sort of area. If you're doing this by hand, it'd be very, very difficult, working out different shadings of toolbars and all that sort of thing. That's all automatically generated for you, of course, in IMS Commerce. and other required files that are required for the site to run properly. So that's pretty much the layout of a basic mobile commerce website, which is set up to sell one product at a time. So when you're actually using IMS Commerce, you won't actually see any of this. It'll just work for you, which is what it's designed to do. But if you chose to do this by hand, it would take you a very long time, and it would also require lots of debugging and that sort of area, and you'd be into the area of tens of thousands of dollars to get a programmer to do this, or if you're an actual programmer yourself, and a lot of programmers do use IMS Commerce, that'll take up a lot of your time, where you could be earning money for client work. So that's the layout of a mobile commerce website, and I'll see you in the other videos. Thanks.